Over here, Jim.
Jim Oberg with NBC. To follow up again on the Japanese science goals, could you comment, Mr. Rodriguez and Yamamoto-san, on the degree of teleoperation? How much of the modules can operate under full control of Tsukuba, and that would only need to be tended by crewmen once in a while? Will you expect to be working these laboratory modules, Saibu and Utai and others, almost continuously from the ground, with only occasional servicing by crewmen on orbit?
Well, like the USOS side, the modules can be controlled from the ground if required. The crew members are there primarily for science operations, but they can provide additional help if required for emergency situations. Again, just like the U.S. laboratory module, the Kibo module is put together very, very well and can be completely controlled as required by the ground. As far as telerobotics goes for the facility, I'm not as familiar with what capabilities they do have in that aspect. I'm not sure, Mr. Yamamoto, if you're aware of any telerobotics capabilities.
I think we don't have full robotic, automatical robotic operation capability, but we need the crew on orbit to operate our robotic arm. But our ground team can monitor and send a command and like that, but the basic function can be done by crew on orbit.
Thank you. Tara?
Thank you. Tarek Malik with Space.com and Space News for Mr. Yamamoto. You were mentioning about the importance of the module to Japan. I was curious, how does this second launch of a module to the station for Japan this year, how is it being watched in Japan? What does it mean for JAXA, for the Japanese people, to have this largest laboratory in orbit at the space station? Thanks.
Okay. Because Japan Kibo module launch is separated by first one and second one for the pressurized module, we have to wait until the next flight to put all the system racks into the pressure module, and then we can activate Kibo pressure module and the logistics module together. And that is a very fast moment to start our activities on orbit in a pressurized section, pressurized environment. And for Japanese people, originally this is a time for the beginning of our utilization of ISS, and the beginning of the ISS means the beginning of our human space systems utilization, because this is a first opportunity for Japan to design and operate our own human space systems.
If I might add also that the Japanese people have been very excited about this program. I know that during the 1JA mission, they did broadcast some of the imagery in the Tokyo large TV screens for the general population to see. And I know the JAXA web pages have also received quite a number of hits viewing the video that's been downlinked and put on those websites. Lots of newspapers in Japan have covered this, and there is a lot of excitement generated by this program in Japan.
Okay, any follow-ups here? So, seeing none, we'll close with a programming note. Right after the NASA television video file, our briefings will continue today at 11:30 a.m. Central Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, with the STS-124 spacewalk overview briefing. That followed at 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern Time by the Crew News Conference, so you'll want to stick around.